So we're doing making a quick note on Boolean variables. So Boolean variables are very interesting because they have two values and only two values. One, it's either true or false. And if I created a Boolean variable, I would just do Boolean, give it a name. Usually it should be something indicative of what it's doing. So this is going to determine if something is even or not. And we can assign it a value the same way we do anything else. So I'm going to determine if a variable, so this num, is even or not. So we're just going to start like that. We'll determine a few values. So to determine if something is even or not, remember you do use modulus. If the remainder is 0, then it's even. So I'm going to make is even true. Okay, else I'm going to make is even false. It's all lowercase there. So this is a very interesting thing. So when we run this, I'm just going to do a quick system out to let you see what the values are at when I change the num to different things. So the value is even is this. So you can just see what the value is when it's run. We're going to do something with it right now, but at this point, this is the easiest thing to look at. It's false. The value of is even is false because it's a 7. So if I change it to 8 or 22 or 106, when it runs is even should be true, and it is. Okay, the interesting part of a Boolean variable is this is an excessive amount of code right here. This isn't needed even a little bit. So the code is very similar to just a simple assignment statement. Not similar to, it is a simple assignment statement. I can rewrite that whole line of this whole section of code in one line. And what you have to remember is that this condition right here is either true or false. So since the condition is either true or false, I don't need the rest of this mess. All I need to do is assign the variable this. So I am assigning it a condition. So remember, this equal sign is an assignment statement. This is an equals, which is determining if something is equal or not. So it's a true or false statement. So since this value is either true or false, then that's all I need. I don't need an if statement to do that. So that's the thing that blows your mind a little bit with Boolean variables. You can use them without an if statement. You can simply just give them an assignment because they only have those truth values. So determines true or false. And you'll see when I run this that it has the exact same output. So it was 106, so is even is true. So if I change it to something odd, it's false. Okay. Now you can use Boolean variables in conditions, and that's also a very interesting thing. So this is sort of a long way to do this, but I want to show you how you can use your Boolean variables a little bit. So I'm just going to move this up a little. So I can use this Boolean variable as like if is even, is true, then we can output, well, let's just do a system.out. Even. Just, you know, keep us sane here. And then else odd. So this is the condition here. Now that is again an excessive condition. You don't need to write all that. With Booleans, they're very interesting. So it's telling us it's odd. Is even is false, so it's odd. So when you run this, this condition is unnecessary. All we need is the is even part. We don't have to determine if it's equal to true, because if is even is true, that's the definition of an if statement. If it's false, it's going to do the else. If it's true, it does this line of code. So Boolean variables are very interesting. You can keep doing this until you understand it better, and you can keep making it equals true if that makes you feel better also. But eventually you should work your way to knowing that since it is just a Boolean, we can just write, you know, shorten the code a bit and just use it like that.